What's up, Dateables? Welcome to another episode of the Dateable Podcast, where we explore every crevice of modern dating, including why people do the things that they do. We are still in the off season, but we have these fantastic bonus episodes for you, and also gives us a time to enjoy the summer, Julie. It's summertime. Hot girl summer.
I'm like, how is it July already? It totally snuck up, I feel like.
This year has, I say this every year, maybe not last year, but this year has definitely flown by so much. Do you notice the hickeys on my neck at all? Okay, maybe
no.
It's not as apparent.
I did not notice them, but please tell the backstory.
I got some major action last night from fucking mosquitoes.
Oh,
what the hell?
That was a letdown, Yue. I thought there was going to be like a real hickey story happening.
I haven't had a hickey since high school. I will love one, just not from fucking mosquitoes taking my blood.
Did I ever tell you when I was in high school, I did this cross-country trip where we took a bus around the U.S., and it was a Jewish trip. So it was like with the Jewish youth group. And we would stay in members. This is back in the day when I was a little more religious than I am now, or at least, went on this religious trip. This trip might have actually been my turning point a little. And we used to stay with people in the synagogue's homes, when we went to different cities. And we went to Toronto, and whatever reason, we were in high school, so that's probably it. There became a thing that all the guys were giving girls hickeys on the bus, as a joke. It wasn't even
joke?
It wasn't even a sexual thing. They were couples that were making out. It would just be random people. So we all showed up to these parents' homes with hickeys all over us. They were the people running this program were mortified.
Who started this trend?
I have no idea, but whenever I think of hickeys, I think of this.
Well, I guess I never asked you this. Did you ever go on Birthright?
No, I never did Birthright. So
I feel like on Birthright, they encourage you to hook up, right?
Yeah, because the whole point of Birthright is that they want you to feel connected to Israel, so you marry someone Jewish and keep traditions alive. No, I didn't go on Birthright. I did do this trip in high school, and I was always a Reform Jew, so which is the lowest level. But this,
what do you mean the lowest level? What does that mean?
I guess least religious. It was more, I identify culturally more.
The most Jewish.
Yes.
Okay,
I guess.
got it.
I guess, however you want to put it. But then this trip, it was borderline Orthodox, which is the top. So we had to pray 3 times a day. We prayed at the Grand Canyon, and Japanese tourists were taking photos of us.
Oh, shit.
And
yet you all had hickeys on your neck.
Yeah, it was a clusterfuck. It was super fun, though. It was really great memories, but it was a little intense, for what I was used to. And yeah, I did not go to Birthright after. I guess I got enough hickeys, so I didn't need to go to Israel for a hickey. I would like to go to Israel someday, though. I think it would be cool.
I feel like hickeys would be expected on Birthright. That is something that they would actually encourage. And I think I think you missed the boat on that one. Wow, I did not think this conversation would go there.
This is the best. Yue and I always have things that we want to discuss in the intros, but we also let it go freeform a little, which is always fun. And this week's episode is definitely a different format than we usually do, so it'll be really interesting to see what you all think of it. But we had a blast on this podcast. So it was Don't Take Bullshit from Fuckers, which is an amazing name.
It's a mouthful.
It's the best. I love the name because I think that is a good motto to live by. Don't take bullshit from fuckers. So this podcast is hosted by 2 comedians, Greg Behrendt and Kane Holloway. And Greg is actually the author of He's Just Not That Into You, which is such a blast from the past. But we're going to have both of them on the podcast for season 13, which we're super excited about. We got some really great topics that we're going to cover with both of them individually, but they had Yue and I individually on their podcast. So as part of the bonus, we're going to rerun these episodes because I personally love doing this. I thought it was like a very different format than we're used to, but it was super fun and really funny topics that they just kind of dive into, like things on Reddit and just like current events, all related to dating and relationships. So hopefully you all enjoy the next two episodes that are going to be first Yue and then my episode.
It's funny because we're all lumped into this category of dating podcasts, but they're so different because theirs is so topical and they move from segment to segment. They talk about memes, which we never do. We really should bring some memes in, Julie. But it's such a different way of delivering information. So I really love that we were able to be on theirs and they get to be on ours because there's really no overlap of information being shared. It's a completely different show.
Totally. So
this is a really fun one. I don't recall. I kind of blacked out at one point during this interview because we talked about so many things and my mind was overly stimulated, but I know we talked about some really funny shit. So, you can't go wrong with two comedians.
Well, there is something about an engagement ring. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's definitely in my forte, engagement rings. We also have, so that's the episode. We also have an exciting event coming up. We are bringing us back, just Julie and I, back for another sounding board event for the month of July. We're calling this Second Opinion because have you ever received some advice from some friends or family members about your dating situation that you question? You pause and think, do I like that advice? Does that make sense? Well, you need a second opinion, just like should you get that tooth removed? Maybe your dentist says yes, maybe your dentist says no. So let's just bring that back. It'll be Julie and I at this event. You all bring your dating situations, your conflicts, problems, something you're stuck on, or just you just want someone else to give you a third party's perspective on what's going on. You can do it at our Second Opinion event.
And if you haven't asked anyone yet, if you've been too shy, you can get two opinions, 1 and 2, Yue and I. So that is also a second opinion.
Absolutely.
But I think right now is the perfect time because a lot of us are diving back into the scene, and that could be whether you're dating again or maybe like you have a partner that you met during COVID, but like things are different now and you're just trying to navigate like life after COVID. I think this is a great time to bring those questions and, you'll get our input, you'll get other members' input. It's going to be really fun. It's always a great time to bond with everyone. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's going to be on July 22nd, which is a Thursday night. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. So make sure to join dateablepodcast.com/sounding board, friends with benefits level and above, to keep it intimate so we can get to everyone's questions.
And if you're too shy to ask your question in front of a group of people, you can always send in your question anonymously.
Oh, totally.
We don't need to put you on the spot, We can ask whatever you want.
We get a lot of anonymous questions.
I'm going to transition into this other topic, which is something I learned recently. And it's sort of related to all of this, but I thought it was really useful to me. So I hope it's useful to all of you. I met this self-defense master teacher. She is also a world-renowned martial artist. And I asked her, what is the first or the most important self-defense move that people can learn, especially in today's climate? There's some crazy shit happening. And she said, I'm going to surprise you, but it's breathing. Breathe.
What?
Yes. And she said this a lot. And this is why I'm going to bring this back to dating and to just life. She said in all of these situations where someone's getting attacked, or if someone's in a heated argument, you always hear them say, when they think about it in retrospect, was, I froze. I didn't know what to do. I did something, but I can't remember because I blacked out. She says it's because most people in those situations where they're put on the spot, where they're in a traumatic experience, they stop breathing. And if you stop breathing, you can no longer, your body physically can no longer perform like it should be. So you can't get up and leave. You can't get up and run. So that was such a great learning for me, because now in everything that happens, because there's shit going on, but also in dating, there are things that are just going to frustrate you. And everybody has these knee-jerk reactions. Well, I'm going to text back this. I'm going to say this. The first thing you need to do is just breathe and center yourself before you act. And so that's my little mantra from now on.
I mean, that's a good life mantra, I feel like. Anytime, I know that's happened to me, even like when I feel like annoyed by something that someone did, or I perceive something a certain way, taking that breath makes you at least calm down so you can have a conversation and not just like an accusation at them, right?
And we've all been there, right? We said something that we didn't want to, you regret it later, and then you ask, why did I say that? Why did I react that way? And now you can have fewer of those moments just by taking a second to breathe. So maybe we can all breathe together right now, because I'm hot. Inhale and exhale.
I definitely feel like I was much more short-tempered in earlier years of my life.
Of course.
Like, so much more. Like, I feel like moving to California definitely, like, calmed me down a lot. But I think over the last years, too, just, like, I think this podcast has helped a lot. But just, you know, doing the various self-work therapy has helped a lot. I think it's definitely a skill that can be learned. So if you do feel yourself having those knee-jerk reactions, it's definitely something that you can change about yourself. I definitely feel like I have.
Yes. And it's a life lesson that if you want to ramp up, you got to slow down first.
Totally.
First rule. All right. Sponsors?
Okay, can we do something about my birthday? We missed it.
Oh.
Say,
Wait,
I'll put it in at the beginning around July.
Okay.
So, okay, we're talking about July. I'll say something and then you say, like, happy birthday or something.
Okay,
I feel weird, like, saying it to myself.
Okay. Should we do it at the very, very beginning?
Yeah, like, I think, like, because we talk about it being July, so I can spit in there.
Okay, cool.
I know. I still can't believe it's July. Cancer season, the best season.
And guess who's a Cancer? Miss Craft Chick herself. Happy birthday month. Do you do the birthday month thing?
No, I mean, this year I'm getting a little bit of a delay because, I mean, we're recording this before this will go out. So by the time this goes out, my birthday will have passed. But
we're recording this in the future.
But yes, I am doing a birthday dinner tomorrow night with my boyfriend, which will be very nice.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to do a birthday brunch and park day with some friends. Definitely will miss you, UA. Wish you were here in spirits. It was funny. This year, I'm like, I'm not going to do a big thing. Like, it's not like a milestone birthday. It's kind of like I'm just getting older. And big 3-8, which is terrifying. I'm officially in my late 30s.
It's a great number.
But I was like, I'm not going to do a big thing. I just want to, like, you know, do something chill. And whoever comes. And now I'm, like, doing a big brunch. So I don't know how that happened, but...
I realize you and your boyfriend have birthdays that are really close to each other.
We do. He's a Gemini Cancer on the cusp. Like the day he's like almost a Cancer, which is
where is he taking you for dinner?
Well, we are attempting to go to State Bird Provisions.
Oh,
which is
your
one of my
favorite.
But they don't take reservations, so he's gonna wait in line at 4 p.m., which is very nice.
My God,
but
that is such a great gift.
We do have a backup if it fails. So that is equally, it's somewhere that I'm also really like, this place Octavia. So either way, it will be good. But we're feeling confident that we'll get in.
Did you request State Bird?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. It's not like he just knew.
I mean, he likes
reason.
it also. But yes,
Okay.
I did say, like, I would like to go there. So.
And then you're going away.
Oh yeah, so I'm going away to the East Coast, so I will do a extended birthday celebration on Monday with my parents. And yeah, I'm going to be spending, next time we check in, I'll be in Vermont, doing a little getaway with my brother, sister-in-law, finally meeting my niece. So a lot of really fun things in store.
That's so fun. Well, everyone, wish Julie a happy birthday on Instagram, on Facebook. Slide into her DMs, slide into our DMs. Make her feel especially special this July. It is her birthday month.
Yes, I feel like I have a Cancer through and through.
What are the traits of a Cancer?
The traits of a Cancer? Okay,
Yeah.
so definitely loyal, I think, is that one of them. Super, like, caring, very, like, sensitive is probably one of the more downfalls. Maybe a little moody. I don't think I'm super moody, but there's, like, a reason why it's the crab. But I think
I never thought about that.
I think very romantic. You associate like the romanticism with Cancers. I think the fact that you're yeah, I think it's like you're very protective of loved ones is a big one.
Yes.
Like it's in homebody a bit, which I don't know if I'm like a full
think you
homebody, but I do care about my home. Like, you know, like I want to preserve, like I kind of view a home as like your sanctuary, like where you reside a bit more. So more home focused, I guess.
And then intuitive is another trait.
I think I'm pretty intuitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I was having this conversation, and I think you could like fit yourself into a box for any of them, right?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's how they do astrology. That's how they do all the traits. So that you cling on to like one or two that you're like, that is so me.
Exactly, because I'm looking at some of them and it's like vindictive, and I don't think I'm that vindictive.
No.
So it's like some of them that you're gonna find, yeah.